Friends, it's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Tuesday, November 17th, and it is 5 p.m. I am still having trouble trying to figure out how to sync my IGTV, my Instagram Live videos, directly from Instagram to Facebook. So if you follow me on both, you can watch one or the other. I'm going to go live here at 5, and then I'm going to follow on Instagram with the same material. May not be fun, but gets the job done. Okay, so we know coronavirus cases are surging to never before seen daily highs in the United States and Europe. But spotting a chin mask or not washing your hands for a full 30 seconds are not the greatest concerns that you really should be having. Okay, experts say it's going to require a lot of personal responsibility and personal risk calculation to potentially get a handle on this pandemic, if we ever do. Okay, so this is part 1. I'm going to finish part 2 on Thursday. Here are 9 in total of the biggest mistakes that leading health experts say we should be looking at in our own routines as cases continue to rise. Okay, so half today, half on Thursday. Stay tuned, right? Okay, so number 1 mistake, having small gatherings with people you know, thinking you're okay. Okay, this virus spreads where people breathe, eat, laugh, sing, and talk to one another for extended periods of time. Okay, we see the risk for large crowded gatherings when in fact that many upon many small gatherings will be the reason for clusters of cases as we move into the holidays. Okay, I play tennis. It's an outdoor sport. Even when we're playing doubles, even when we come to the table to get a drink, I take my drink and I step 6 or more feet away from the table so that I'm still social distancing while I am taking my little break in between, okay? But it's an outdoor sport and I am obviously in a safer environment. Once you bring that same thing indoors, people are not putting masks on after they take a bite, mask on. They're not sitting around with their family and friends with masks on. These are going to be the places where cases are going to spike. Okay, so don't make the mistake. Continue to be vigilant with your family and friends. Wear a mask. Doesn't mean you can't see them. Do it outside if you can. If you can't, limit the time. Spread out. Run the air conditioning really well and wear your masks. If you really think that the risk benefit is worth it, at least do that much. That's all people can ask of one another. Mistake number 2, not quarantining for 2 weeks when you've been exposed to the virus. Okay, this is hard because as people start to get exposed more often, you can't just, I was exposed again, 2 weeks in the house. But that's the only way it's going to get controlled, So once you know you've been exposed, you can break the chain of transmission by isolating at home. Between exposure and realization that a friend or a family tested positive is behind you, right? So if on Monday you were exposed, but you didn't know you were exposed because on Wednesday your friend got tested and found out they were positive, well, in those 48 hours you didn't know you were exposed. But once Wednesday comes along and you found out that they tested positive and you were with them on Monday, well, now you're 2 days in already, so you need to isolate for 12 more days until you are past the point of getting the virus, or hopefully not, you do get it. Okay? But it's behind you, and that window, you can't reverse the clock. But when people in the media and the government skirt the quarantine rules, what do you expect us regular normal people to do? That's what they're setting an example. And again, please, no politics. It's happening on both sides of the table. Everybody is breaking the rules. Lots of people have been exposed, and lots of people know it, and they're just not doing what's safe for everyone. Okay? So it's monkey see, monkey do. Well, don't be that monkey. Be your own person. Mistake number 3, assuming because you are home, you are safe. Now, for some people, that's true. There are people who are actually not leaving their house at all. They're just so afraid of this whole thing, getting deliveries, not leaving their house. Clearly, they really have no exposure. But it also depends on who you live with. Okay, so those in your household, if they go out and they spend time with people who are not as careful as you, you're putting yourself at risk, right? So if you and your spouse do everything together, then in fact your exposure is the same and you might be okay, just the two of you. But if your husband goes off and spends, has lunch with a friend, indoors or out, or, goes and plays golf or goes bowling or whatever, and you go to the beauty parlor well, then of course you have other exposures. So it's not a guarantee that you are not exposing anybody in your house. You just have to be smart when you're out and then aware of what happened while you were out when you come home. And last for today, mistake number 4. Again, we're going to continue 5 through 9 tomorrow, Thursday. Getting tested as soon as you've been exposed. Okay, if you go out right after you've been in contact with someone who is sick or gets test results that same day, and you go out that day to get tested, you are most certainly going to test negative because there's not enough time for your body to actually develop an infection or fight one off. So health experts actually recommend 5 to 7 days to get tested to give your body a chance to either get sick, hopefully not, or to not get sick. Okay, and that's a long period of time. During those 5 to 7 days, you need to be at home. You need to be isolating. And if you have to go out, you need to be smart. Limit it. If you have to go to the market, wear a mask or whatever, because especially if you have absolutely no symptoms. But if you can, have things delivered to the house. Have somebody help you out and bring stuff to you, because during those days you can become contagious, and obviously you can spread the virus to other people. So let's continue this on Thursday and finish up with mistakes 5 through 9. Again, hopefully you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you again on Thursday for another Live in 5.